I was not anything like other black people. They were all hood rats and they were all ghetto. They all act like monkeys.
Her school was predominantly African American. She started to say very racist things in public. Like, I hate black people's hair, they're dirty. She would call them the N-word.
It made me feel good to put down an African American person because it helps them stay in their place.
Okay, so first off, she mentioned she's not like other black people, so wouldn't that mean she considers herself black? And like, second of all, she's like, she wants to put down black people to put them in the, like, what the dude? Yo guys, today we're gonna be going over this gender bender Woah Vicky looking. But at least Woah Vicky is just annoying and doesn't sound like she wants to eradicate an entire race Hitler style. Woah Vicky, though, is probably something like Allie, you know, she's annoying, you're not even sure why people watch her. While this is like Charlie Chaplin before he rose to Führer of Germany.
People try to tell me I'm an African American, but that's not true.
Bet.
African Americans are loud, rude, obnoxious, and just altogether fat and ugly.
Yo, like, I'm not saying she's fat or ugly or anything, but you gotta admit, she's at the very least 3 of those things.
If you ask me, my 16-year-old daughter has a very out-of-control identity crisis. She truly believes she's white.
Yeah, no one's disagreeing with you on that at all.
Treasure would mangle or destroy her black dolls. She would cut their heads off, pull off their arms.
Like, when I was little, I remember I'd tear up my sister's dolls, you know, make them naked, cut off their hair. I was kind of a weird kid, but it was fun, you know?
She would pretend that they were the white doll's slaves.
I didn't do that part, though. And, like, how does that get into a kid's head, you know? They're playing with their dolls and they see the white ones and the black ones, and they manage to think, oh, the black ones, you know what? They're gonna work for the white ones. Like, what?
What I find the most disturbing is my daughter is consumed with the Ku Klux Klan. It just shakes me to my core.
Yo, I can only imagine this girl, like, dialing up the KKK and then responding like, what in tarnation?
Treasure, have you ever reached out to the KKK?
I have their number on speed dial. Call KKK. They keep me like current on like updated events. I've had the KKK's number since I was like in middle school.
Yo, I can only imagine some black girl calling her or something in elementary and she immediately pulls out her phone and...
I identify with the Ku Klux Klan because the way they believe is just so smart. White is right. White power.
Okay, first off, is the, like, sentence, the way they believe is just so smart even proper? Like, I don't think that's really a proper sentence. Second off, this puts up the wrong arm for the white power symbol. Like, don't ask how I know that, but I'm pretty sure it's the right arm.
My daughter does spend a lot of time on social media. I don't even look at her Facebook page. It's too painful.
I don't care what other people think. I'm gonna do what I want.
As a parent, I kept expecting her to just outgrow it and thinking she would change. I pretty much was like an ostrich, put my head in the sand, and it's getting worse.
Well, yeah, no shit, it's getting worse. I hate to say it, but this mom seems like an amazing mom. She seems like a great person, but she is barely doing shit to parent her child. That bitch is texting the KKK, the same people that want to chop your heads off. Basically, American ISIS, and you don't do jack to stop her. Take her phone, take her social media privileges, don't let that girl within 50 feet of a Wi-Fi router, and I guarantee you, it will be solved.
Okay, you're shocked by this, right?
Mortified.
And I want to tell you, I'm interested in doing this story because I think it's a teachable moment. And not for sensationalistic shock value because of some of the outrageous things that she said.
Okay, DR.Phil, we know you're all a great guy, but you gotta admit, when you got that little message saying, my daughter wants to join the Ku Klux Klan, I'm sure you were thinking about the pay revenue from this. Like, shoot, you saw how well your Daniel Bergoli video did, the Catch Me Outside girl. I'm sure if you could pull another one of those, you could be making bank, dude, and this girl fits the bill. Sure, she's not as likable or won't have the appeal, but people feed off that.
Now, when she showed up the other day and she met one of our very able producers, which she discovered on meeting her, I guess she had talked to her on the phone, but on meeting her, that she was in fact black,
Yes.
she was very taken aback, very awkward, reluctant to even shake her hand.
I like how this girl could be so confident in her white hearing, but the moment her white sight catches sight of her producer, she'd be like completely dumbfounded, not aware that she's black, and then like, what the f***, her family standing in a corner just walking, like so disappointed in her.
I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American. I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require weave. My nose is not giant as like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. Like, they're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black people ears because they're really giant.
I like how this bitch is coming up with so many reasons why she's not black, like her ears, her nose, her hair, aside from the fact that she's black.
I'm different from African Americans because I'm white. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian, and she's a wonderful role model. I act and I think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on two different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here, I'm here.
Okay, this girl thinks she's so much like Kim K. First off, she's built like a stick figure. Kim K is built like an eggplant, and this girl thinks she's such a great role model. Isn't Kim K married to Kanye West? He's black. Wouldn't she be against that? I don't know. And with a quick Google search, you can easily find Kim K's sex tape when she f***ed Ray J. Like, I don't get it, dude.
White people act and think just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. When I think about African Americans, I feel like asking them, what is wrong with them?
Bet they ask the same thing.
They're really dangerous. If an African American is on the same street as I am, I'll cross the street to avoid their chaotic, thuggish ways.
Basically the same mindset of every middle-aged white woman in America.
When you say that you believe yourself to be Caucasian, tell me why you believe that to be true.
Well, I know I'm a Caucasian because when I wake up in the morning, I just have such a great life. And that my hair is so perfect, my skin isn't ugly, and I'm not fat also, which is also a really African American thing. So, like, I'm just nowhere near like them. And plus, they're so thug and criminal that I can't relate.
This girl's gonna look back in 5 to 10 years when she can't get a job because no one's willing to hire her, how dumb she was being for roasting the fuck out of herself. Like, this girl won't survive 10 minutes in the hood, dude, and when she ends up in that scenario, she is going to be That's gonna be it for the night, guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and make sure to keep checking out my videos. See ya.